Hello, quantitative researchers. We are now into week 5 of the semester. We're continuing on with our study of conducting surveys. This week we're going to get a little bit into the statistics used in surveys. I've given you a helpful guide under course documents on Blackboard of using SPSS and what tests to use and how to set those tests up using SPSS. If you are going to do quantitative research, you're going to be using a lot of SPSS. This book will become your quantitative research Bible. It is very helpful, very self-explanatory. I am not going to spend time in this class talking about how to work through SPSS, quite honestly, because I had an entire class whenever I was working on my PhD on using SPSS. My professor, actually, a couple of my professors helped write the first, or one of the editions. I believe it was the third edition of this text. So it's pretty in depth on how to use it. I'll say it again, if you're going to do quantitative research and you want to really get into the statistics, you need to take a statistics course. However, on Blackboard, I have given you a helpful guide. And so there's one page that looks like this. And this one talks about some of the tests you're going to use. And if you want to use that test, how to work it in SPSS. And then I also have the next 2 pages show you, they break down which test you're going to run, whether you're going to be asking a descriptive question, a relationship question, or a difference question. And they look like these. Okay? So that should really help you out. If, again, you have questions or things aren't making sense with that, with using SPSS, with which test to run, with what are your variables, again, always come see me. Okay, this is the part actually of quantitative research that I like the most. I love setting up the method and doing all of that, determining what my population is, how to structure my, if I do a survey, how to structure my survey. I do really enjoy doing that, but I do think, I think I said this last week about that part of it, the more I get into it, the more I talk about it, the more I like the next part. I love analyzing the numbers. I was not a big numbers guy when I was in college. But with doing the statistics and figuring out how it all works and reading it, really that gets to be kind of fun. This also, for most people, gets to be the point where they're like, I don't want to do this anymore. Give it time. Give it a chance. And it becomes kind of a puzzle. And that can be very, very fun. Okay? So, again, if you have questions, let me know. But those documents, it's actually one document. It's on Blackboard. It is the last document. Let me move this screen over so I can see which one it is. Under course documents, it is in the surveys folder, and it is the one that says types of tests. It's a PDF, so you'll be able to get to that and take a look. Okay. As far as assignments this week, remember your assessment number 2 over surveys is due Wednesday by midnight. That's Wednesday, September 13th. The survey article critique is due by Friday at 5 p.m. If you're having trouble with that, let me know. Again, I showed you a survey, an article based off of a survey that I did. You're welcome to use that, or you can go find your own. If you decide to use your own articles, I encourage that, but also find an article that is related to whatever you're going to do for your final project. You might as well start getting some of that literature for your final project. So if you don't use mine, which is perfectly acceptable, go use one of those other ones. Okay? If you use mine, or if you use one of the other ones, yes, we are professionals. Yes, we have been trained quite a bit in quantitative research, but none of our research projects are perfect. So don't feel like, oh, I can't say anything negative about his article. He's going to be upset. No, I won't, because I'm still learning. And it's a great way whenever I get your critiques, and you may see something I didn't catch. That's cool. I like that. So don't feel like, well, I can't really critique this or say anything wrong because he's the professor. If you know me, you know that's not how I roll. So that's just fine. Okay? So that survey article critique is due Friday by 5 p.m. I also want you to go to assignments because your last assignment as it relates to surveys is going to be the survey methodology assignment, which is due next Friday, September 22nd by 5 p.m. Go ahead and get a start on that. Okay? If you have any questions, as always, shoot me an email, give me a call, come see me. Have a great week.